Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is Gabriel, and today we're going to welcome spring with a card reading to see the energy of what's to come and to kind of clear out the old and make room for all the new energy that's going to come in with that rebirth and, new life that spring just naturally brings. So the cards that we're going to be pulling from today are the Sacred Forest Oracle cards by Denise Lynn. This is one of my favorite decks, and we'll just dive into it because I've already shuffled. So the first card that we have for this reading is Flexibility. And yeah, this journey is going to require you to be a little flexible with the way that you expect things to come to you and the way you expect things to play out. That's why surrender is a big thing that we, you hear a lot on the Twin Flame journey, is being, surrender to the divine, surrender to your journey, and allow things to look the way they look. One of the traps you can fall into is being over controlling and expecting things to look a certain way, or expecting them to be, wanting them to play out exactly like a Disney fairy tale where nothing bad ever happens, or it's resolved and it's happily ever after. And sometimes you go through a lot of challenges so that you can have your union, or it may look different than what you expected. And it may be a different person than what you expected sometimes if you're experiencing a false twin flame. But you have to surrender to God's path for you and what God has written for you and what God wants you to experience to, go deeper into love and grow. And that flexibility will allow everything to come to you more quickly than if you are holding on to what you think should happen. The next card is Purification. During this time, you're going to have a lot of upsets come up that feel like, oh my God, what's happening? And I know that this has already started for me, and it may not happen exactly the same way for you, but I've had a lot of stuff come up. Just even in the past week, it feels like there's a lot on its way out. And, this is an ascension journey. This is a journey to, reveal and, align with your highest self. And in order to do that, you must purify your consciousness. You must, choose love and align with love. And so everything that's not in alignment with love will come up. And it's only just coming up to be purified. And so all you have to do, apply the mirror exercise, love yourself, and purify your consciousness to just love and peace, because it can be that way. And as you come into spring, as you come into that new energy, you'll feel lighter and easier, and everything will feel great. You can see how in this picture she's, it's still like winter in the background, but she's got that pine needle in the front, and everything's very just light and easy for her, as she's purifying her consciousness. The next card that we have is Passage, Standing Stones. Sometimes this journey requires you to travel a journey that, a road that you've never been down before. And it can seem like you're traveling by night and everything's just like this winding road. I like this image of just there's these pillars and there's this road, but there's no clear path, right? It's just you're kind of going through this passage, and you just have to trust that the divine has got you. And that, when you feel into your heart, that God's way for you is the best way. But you have to have faith, because you're not going to always be able to see the next step in front of you. You might have to take, this road that you can't really see the full path. You can't really see how it's going to unfold. It looks kind of winding. but you have to trust and take just one step at a time and know that you are fully supported, and that the divine wants your union even more than you want your union. Believe it or not, you can feel like maybe sometimes the world's against you when these challenges come up, but trust that you actually have safe passage all the way through to your harmonious union, perfect union, and you're safe and supported. Your next card is focus. Yeah, like you want to stay focused on what is important to you. There are lots of distractions that can come up along this journey. Things that'll tell you like, oh, well, just settle for a soulmate, or, oh, don't go after your life purpose because it's going to be hard, or it's not what other people are doing, or maybe it can't make money, or you don't see how it can make money for you just yet. Don't worry about those things. You follow your heart first, and God will support you. You just focus on what brings you joy, what resonates with you as you're moving through your journey, you're finding yourself. Focus on the things that you desire, and that will help them manifest into your reality. All right, and the bottom of the deck for this reading, Dragonfly Spirit, change. I've gotten this card a couple times. I've never gotten this card before, and then the last couple days I've gotten this card. Change is so required on your twin flame journey, and you're not changing for your twin flame. That's not it at all. You're not changing to become something for someone else. You are changing in order to align with your highest self, because there's a lot of things that we gather along our lifetimes, and even in this life, where we feel like we are a certain way, and we realize through the mirror exercise or through feeling our feelings that that's not actually who we are. And it's okay to change. It's actually necessary to radically change, because your twin flame is going to change you into the highest version of yourself. And if you believe that you're small, if you believe that you don't have any creativity, if you believe that you aren't good enough, like all of those things have to change, because it's not the truth. And you're not letting go of anything that is truly you. You're letting go of the lie that you've believed about yourself. And so when you do that, you're going to experience this change. You're going to experience this radical change. And what better time to do that than the start of a new cycle, is to change so that you can go deeper and go into your next cycle of growth and transformation. That really only happens if you're willing to do the work, and not being afraid of change, not being afraid for things to look different than what everybody else is doing, because a lot of people don't change. There are people who are just stuck in their ways, and they don't ever want to make a change, or they change very microscopically throughout their life. And that's why Jeff and Shalia say that the mirror exercise, like just completing one mirror exercise, is equivalent, I forget the exact number, to like a million lifetimes worth of work, of like gradual work. Because if you're just like gradually changing throughout your lifetime, you've only kind of inched ahead, just through a natural evolutionary process, then you can accelerate that with the mirror exercise exponentially, and you take that into the next lifetime. So even if you don't see even if you think you're moving so slow, like just by doing the mirror exercise once, twice, and keeping that up, you are way ahead of where you would be if you didn't. Know that it's worth it, and you keep everything that you earn, as long as you stay the path and don't give up on yourself, and don't choose to go back to square one. Don't choose to go back to that old life. As long as you keep choosing, to align with love and align with your higher self, you're going to experience that radical change, and you're going to experience way more peace and love and joy than you ever thought possible. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. I do have a special announcement here at the end of the video, that the Church of Union is going to be having their first annual Sweet Springs Fundraiser, March 19th through the 26th, 2023. And there's a raffle and an auction for some awesome prizes. And there's also some free workshops on the Twin Flames Universe Facebook Open Forum throughout the week that you can come and learn more about how to be with your twin flame. And all it takes to participate in the raffle and the auction is just to go to unionism.org and either donate or bid on the item that you're interested in. And all the winners will be announced on the 26th during after church tea time in the Unionism Spiritual Discussion Group. Don't miss out on your chance because there's some really awesome prizes. There's a romance report, which I've got my eye on. You can't have it. Now, everybody has an equal chance if you're, if you're donating, $1 is one ticket. It's completely random for the raffle drawing. So, if you got your eye on that romance report, you want some free coaching sessions, you want some readings or spiritual items, or if you want a signed book from Jeff and Shalia, all those things are available to you just by donating or tithing to the Church of Union at unionism.org. If you just want to show up for the workshops, those are at 4 p.m. EST, the 19th through the 25th, in the Twin Flames Universe Facebook Open Forum. Our coaches have some awesome topics to talk to you about on how to attract your twin flame, so don't miss any of that exciting stuff. And otherwise, I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.